Welcome, everyone. Most of you I have met before in your time spent here with us in hospice, but for those of you that I haven't met, my name is Lindsay Jones. I am the manager of hospice services at Nipissing Serenity Hospice. I wanted to welcome you to our second annual memorial service here at Nipissing Serenity Hospice. This evening is an opportunity for us to welcome our families back to a space that undoubtedly holds many memories for you and your family. Some joyous in the final days spent with your loved one, while also reminding you of a day that forever changed the fabric of your family. When your family arrived at our hospice, you became a part of our hospice family. Your loved one became a part of our story, and we became a part of theirs. Today is an opportunity to reflect on their journey and yours as you take pause amongst those that can relate to your sorrows. Caring for your family and for your loved one is an honor that we as a hospice do not take lightly. You entrusted our team to journey alongside your loved one throughout one of the most vulnerable times in their lives. Tonight, you have once again trusted us to nurture you on your journey towards healing as we approach the holiday season. Tonight, I would like to welcome Tracy Davis, minister within the United Church of Canada and a volunteer with Nipissing Serenity Hospice, to the podium to lead our memorial service tonight.
Good evening. So my name is Tracy Davis, and I am a United Church minister in North Bay. I'm also the cultural and spiritual support lead at Castle Home, and I'm really very honored to be with you this evening. Well, for many of you, this may be the first time that you've returned to hospice since your loved one took their last breath. It is a difficult time for you, but it's important, I think, that you revisit this sacred space, taking some time to remember, to speak with staff and volunteers, those who journeyed with you. It's a time of great healing for you as well, and as well for those who cared for your beloved. We've come this day from different places and different faith traditions. We've come to this place where in the company of family and friends, we are here to remember and to celebrate the lives of those that you have loved so deeply. We come especially to give thanks for the gifts of love and laughter, strength and encouragement that flowed into all of your lives and this world through them. From the dawn of time, countless generations of the human family do what we do now. They gathered in the wake of great loss to face the mystery together, opening their hearts to one another in tenderness and mutual care, and recalling the reasons for grief, for gratitude, and of course, great hope. We remember what the wisdom of years has taught, that loss is the really hard season, and that when there has been great love, the love part always speaks gentlest, loudest, and always last. And so we're going to begin our time together with a candle lighting liturgy. And the first candle that we're going to light is the candle of life. This candle represents love, light, and resilience. Our next candle represents our grief. It reminds us of the depth of the love that we shared. We want you to know that we hear your words. We seek to understand the depth of your loss. And we hope that you might receive the healing gifts of wisdom and thanksgiving and the knowledge that life and death, joy and sorrow are joined. Our next candle represents your courage. It also represents community. Courage to confront your sorrow, courage to comfort one another, and courage to allow vulnerability and healing to begin. The deep loss of death and the accompanying emotion of grief are best comforted by those who walk with you, the warm embrace, those kind words, and sometimes no words at all. They show shared empathy. And our next candle represents memory. The times that we laughed, the times that we cried together, the times where there might have been anger shared between us, but the caring and the joy that we shared, we celebrate. A candle has an allotted time to burn. Whether it's short or long, it radiates light and heat. And flame kindles flame, and life begets life. The glow and heat, the passion of life are passed on. The fire of life and love, please know it still burns. And our next candle is the light of love. As we move through this holiday season, day by day, we cherish the special place in our hearts that will always be reserved for those that we are missing. This candle honors the gift of life that our loved one's life brought to each one of us. And our last candle is the light of hope. It reminds us of the love and the memories that are ours forever. May the glow of the flame be our source of hopefulness now and always. Well, I want to tell you that I'm often relieved once the holidays are over. Please don't get me wrong, I love the festivities, the lights and the music, and the chance to set day-to-day demands aside. Most of all, I treasure spending time with family and friends. But I want you to know it's taken me a really long time to find my way back from a time when the approaching holidays unhinged me completely and called up my deepest instinct to flee, to find places to hide, until that metronome of time ticked its wand into the new year. Well, that time was just a few short years ago after losing my dad. And it was a really, really difficult time when I faced that first gauntlet of holiday celebrations. As those holidays approached, I felt a deep dread, and I endured these feelings for quite some time. And it wasn't just the first year, but the first year was by far the hardest. Loss is a part of life, but it takes its toll, regardless of the time of year. For the people who are grieving the loss of someone that they love so dearly, whether it's a family member or a friend, the holidays sharpen an awareness of the absence, the not presence of loved ones. During the holidays, I think about all of you, and I think about people like me, for whom there are moments in the midst of the happy celebrations where longing comes over me like an undertow or an insistent pull, sometimes strong, sometimes less so, but often pulling me. And it pulls me often away from the joy. And in those moments, that's when I realize that maybe a hug or a smile won't be exchanged, nor the soulful caring that would roll through my heart with those small gestures from my dad. So I started to think about what would I offer that might be helpful for someone whose holidays are shadowed by great grief. What I decided I would say is that your love is finding its way to your loved one. That the wave of grief coming over you will roll through you, and that being present and being part of those celebrations is essential. And it's essential even if we only do it for 1 minute. These moments will bring a healing comfort despite the sharp edge of longing. Well, we know that we don't deny that loss is so very, very painful. It hurts desperately to lose a cherished relationship with another. It can hurt to lose that which has united one with the past or which has beckoned one into the future. It's painful to feel diminished or abandoned, to be left behind, or maybe to be left completely alone. Yet I believe there is more to losing than just the hurt and the pain. For there are other experiences that loss can call forth. I believe that courage often appears, however quietly it's expressed, however easily it goes unnoticed by others. The courage to be strong enough to surrender, the fortitude to be firm enough to be flexible. I do truly believe that a time of loss can be a time of great learning, unlike any other, and it can teach some of life's most valuable lessons. In the act of losing, there is always something to be found. In the act of letting go, there is something to be grasped. In the act of saying goodbye, there's almost always a hello to be heard. For I believe that living with loss is about beginnings as well as endings. And grieving is a matter of life more than death. And growing is a matter of mind and heart and soul more than of body. And loving is a matter of eternity more than of time. Finally, I believe in the promising paradox of loss. In the midst of darkness, there can come great light. At the bottom of despair, there can come great hope. And deep within loneliness, there can dwell such great love. And I believe these things because others have shown me the way. Others who have lost and then have grown through their losing. Others who have suffered and then found new meaning. So I know that I am not alone. I am accompanied day after night and night after day. So those holiday traditions, whatever they are that you keep, they offer priceless moments, shared with people you love and people that love you, along with those meals and memories and gifts and laughter. Holidays create time when the preciousness of life, the time we do have with each other, is cherished.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. And may you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the wind changes shift. And may your heart always be joyful. And may your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young.
Well, we are here tonight to remember and to celebrate those that we love. And I know you received an ornament when you came in this evening. So we're going to take a moment now. I'm going to invite you to take your ornament and head to the tree that's just around this corner. And please do hang your ornament on the tree, and then we'll come back to this space. good. How are you? I think this is probably the best and the most important part of our service, is hearing you chatting with one another and laughing and crying and just holding on to each other. That's really, really important. Thank you for that. At this point, we're going to turn to a time of remembering. We were thinking we would sit in a moment of silence, but when we met this afternoon, it really felt like we needed to say people's names out loud. So I'm going to move you just into a time of quiet. If you'd like to name the person that you're longing for and missing today, please feel free to name them aloud. If you'd like to just sit in a moment of silence and recall a favorite memory, then please do. Thank you. As we move into our time of closure this evening, I just want to remind you and invite you to please stay afterwards and visit and enjoy refreshments and just be together. Well, at the rising of the sun and at its going down, we will remember them. At the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we will remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we will remember them. At the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of the summer, we will remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of the autumn, we remember them. At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we will remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have decisions that are really difficult to make, we remember them. When we have joy that we want so desperately to share, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we will remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. Well, in the spirit of great love, we close this service of remembrance. Let us go in peace.